All right, y'all, welcome back. So, going back to the people that's asking, how do I get started? What do I do? Yada, yada. For the people that have like a few $100, if you want to, here's a little cool thing that I learned. You can actually partner with somebody if you don't feel like doing any of the work. I've kind of gotten to that point where I don't want to do nothing. But if you are one of those ones like, hey, I got a little bit of cash, I got like $3,000, you can use that money to invest in somebody's resources or their tools. And you can get ownership of either their company, or you can get ownership of their deals, their wholesale deals, because you're helping them pay for their expenses every month, their business expenses, which could be prop stream, batch dialer, lead Sherpa. That could be their resources that they're using, their tools that they're using. You'll be helping yourself and them. If you're like laid back, don't want to do any other work, put a couple $100 up, maybe 6 months for reserves for their business expenses. And as they're closing their deals, you want to help. You want to, as the person that you're helping close their deals, you want to make sure that you get a piece of every deal that they close. So whether that's getting equity inside of the company, or maybe you guys do like a JV agreement. Here's our commercial break. All right, so you want to make sure that if you're just laid back, you don't want to do anything, at least invest into someone else's business, right? So you can also do something where, hey, I want to actually buy deals. If you are not familiar with these real estate deals, if you're not familiar with real estate at all, but you have money, you can obviously become someone's private money lender, or you can become their funding partner. Now, I choose funding partners over private lenders because, one, I don't have to pay them back in 3 years or 5 years or 10 years. The deal is going to pay them back, right? They're my funding partner, so they're staying in the deal long term with me. Now, because they're my funding partners, they obviously get equity inside of the deal. Each and every deal that we do, depending on how our JV agreement is structured, they obviously get equity or ownership inside of the property. So if you got cash and you know someone, maybe you know a friend that's in real estate, they're involved doing these deals, call them up. Hey man, I want to get, I want to do what you're doing, but I don't want to do anything. I just want to put the money up and let you do all of the work. That's how I started buying houses. That's the only reason why I'm suggesting that you guys do this. So I had my first mentor, he reached out to me and said, hey, you've been sending me really good deals. I like you. You're an honest person. I want to show you how to, grow wealth. And that's when he started showing me how to do seller financing, subject twos, and all of that stuff. And he became my first funding partner. Now, what that looked like was I go out, I go find the deals, I negotiate the deals, I structure the deals, I do all of the legwork, all of the sweat equity. I'm putting in sweat equity.
Yeah.
And what he would do is he would come in with the cash and he would deploy his cash in that deal. Obviously, I have to know how to run my numbers, know what the ARV is, know what the rents are, know what the rehabs are. I have to know all of that stuff before he can actually deploy his money into the deals. So he was my very first funding partner, and he's the one who actually taught me how to leverage other people's money and how to partner up with people that has cash, that doesn't want to do anything. He was an older guy, and with older people, they don't want to do anything but sit back and enjoy their money. So it's another way you guys can kind of get in if you're fairly new. Some people, they have 10 grand, some people have 20, some people got 100, maybe from their 401k, self-directed IRA, insurance policies, or anything. They can just transfer those funds over. I got a video on Zoom, so if you guys want to see that video, I can send it out. But my only request is that you actually take action and you don't just watch the video and just gain knowledge. Like, I want you to apply that knowledge. Now, when you're out here, you're new, you got money, talking to the people with money now. You want to get inside these groups and get to know these wholesalers. First, I would say figure out what type of cash-on-cash return would you like to see. What are your exit strategies? Are you a flipper? Do you want to make quick cash, quick flips? Or are you somebody who's like, hey, I want some residual income coming in every single month. I'll be fine with $500 per property. Or are you somebody that's like Pace that would want to see like $5,000 a month on a short-term rental, or maybe a group home, or maybe a sober living facility? So kind of figure that part out first. That will determine what exactly your strategies would be and who you need to talk to. So I got 40 grand in cash, 50 grand. What do I need to do? I would suggest going inside of these Facebook groups, reaching out to wholesalers immediately. You can start buying deals from them. If you don't know what to do, maybe you can partner with that wholesaler. Maybe you can find a partner, somebody that knows what they're doing. Or just watch YouTube videos and, go through the whole process. That's what I did. YouTube videos, then I joined the sub-2 group. Yeah, y'all get it. But whenever you're doing these deals where it's like long-term rents and all of that stuff, make sure you know how to run your numbers, guys. At least educate yourself and understand how to run numbers, because you don't want to get into a deal and it's a bad deal. I got experience that I can truly say that I had a bad experience with not running my numbers correctly on a long-term rental. So I got $40,000. Boom. What am I going to do with that? Well, how much do I want to make per month on this 40 grand? How many deals can I buy with 40 grand? That depends on you. Are you going to go after these $40,000 entry fees if you're buying creative deals? Or are you going to go to these hard money lenders and spend $20,000 to $30,000 for hard money closing costs? Or are you going to spend like 5 to 10 grand for these small creative deals that you can buy from wholesalers? Maybe in a niche market. Maybe you have a pre-foreclosure, somebody's behind $3,000 and they just want to let it go, and it's only a couple $1,000 to get it fixed up plus closing costs. Depends on you. It really depends on you. Let's take another commercial break because my son is back there doing some crazy stuff again.